booties for black girl nerds.
Hey,
Jeandra, what's going on?
I am here and excited to talk to you. What's going on with you?
I'm more excited to talk to you.
Thank you. Thank you. By the way, the last time I interviewed you, you did wonderful things for my social media. All of the followers, they loved it the last time
Oh,
I spoke with
really?
you. I think it was
Of
like around
course.
John Wick time. So, yeah, that was
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, let's
Well,
do more wonderful things.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. Congratulations, season 3 of Invasion.
Yes,
What's
ma'am.
been what's been particularly compelling about the show is its ability to show different perspectives. And in this season, they're going across multiple continents and still balancing the scope of each character's personal journey. So when you look at where your character fits into all of that, how how has this season changed you as a performer, and what have you appreciated most about this journey?
What this show has done for me as a performer, and just personally, in every aspect, is one, I've said this before, and just to keep it super grounded in reality, I got to travel the world filming this show, which was amazing. I got to go to Morocco, Japan. I didn't go to Japan. Other actors went to Japan, but we also filmed in Japan. You know, South Africa, Vancouver, Canada, London, England. And I think it's kind of true to form because this show takes place all over the world. And so I get to meet different people from different walks of life. And I thought that was really great. I know that was really great. And then as an actor, I think the evolution of Travante from season one to season three has been such an emotional journey, physically and mentally, that it's really honed in on my skills to be able to cry on demand. No, but be in touch with certain areas of my creative wheelhouse and sharpen those tools. And it's a testament to the writers who've built these set pieces, but also more importantly, these characters that are multidimensional. Um, Most often, sometimes actors play a role and they feel like they don't get to see enough, feel that they have enough, specifically, characters of color feel like sideline characters, characters that are more of the accessory. My character is not that. My role is not that. And the best part is, it's not about him being black, it's about him being human. And that's why this is what makes Travante very interesting for me and why I love playing him and I'll keep playing him until, Travante's taken his last breath. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Some of the best payoffs for the show as a whole has been its reliance on sort of like the quiet horror moments instead of like
Yes.
the traditional beats. How much of your own fandom of horror appreciated that approach?
Oh yeah. I love how you said quiet horror. That's really, really great and profound. And you're right. It was a lot of quiet horror. It wasn't so loud like other alien films. It wasn't grotesque. It was sophisticated but scary. And there was a real there's a real realness to the fear that is in this show. It makes it relatable. It doesn't feel like other. It doesn't feel, you know, satirical in any way. It's like a real life event, and it makes you think like, oh, those movies that get me are the ones that make you question, like the movie like Contagion, for example, which I love. It's like, oh, that feels really real. Even though it's a film, that's quiet horror of the realities of that situation. Versus like Jumanji, which I love, but like that's a crazy situation, and it's like we get to enjoy and have fun with that. But with this film, with this project rather, it makes you question like if I really was being invaded by a bunch of aliens, how would I deal? What would I deal? Who should I interact with? And I think that's what makes this show specifically very interesting and very profound.
Mhm. And lastly, so looking at from the time that you started this journey in season 1 and now in season 3, how has Shamier's personal relationship, I guess you could say, with the supernatural changed, or has it even changed at all?
I love that question. Has a supernatural changed for me? At the end of the day, there's movie magic and I know all the tricks. So that being said, I'm very much in the same place I was yesterday. But I will say that if we did get invaded by aliens, I wouldn't know what to do because I played a guy who made it happen for the past three seasons. But hopefully not, because I don't think I'll be running to the ship. I'll be running away from it.
Yeah, we got to get to the hillside so we can see them coming.
Yes, yes, Gian. Me and you just on the hillside, be like, "Yo, look out, look out!"
Get down. All right. Well, I thank you so much for your time. Have a marvelous season.
You
I'm very
too.
excited to see the conversations that
Thank
come
you.
out, and keep up the terrific work. We're huge fans of yours.
Oh, thank you. Me too. Be well, be safe, and big love. Thank you.
Take care. You, Jeandra LeBeauf, Black Girl Nerds. Thank you, Simon, for your time today. I appreciate it.
Of course, I appreciate it too.
In the first two seasons of the show, a lot of the tension is built on sort of subtle horror moments instead of just the big bang action beat. Were you able to build upon that momentum in season three? Is that the path that we'll still be going down as viewers?
I think there's some of that in season three. There's certainly a mysterious suspense horror element to some of the action and some of the storytelling, but it's also got more drive, propulsion, and just a lot more aliens on camera than we've done previously in the series. And it's just a very different kind of season. This is, in the past, we had all these parallel storylines, right, of the characters around the world, and for the most part, they were just trying to survive. This is a season where we take all of those parallel stories, all those different main characters, and we smash them together and put them on a mission where they're actually trying to get to the alien mothership to do something. So it's more like, it's a more driven, propulsive, directed season, and it is more, there's more action along the way as a result. So we see more of the aliens, we feel more of their presence. There are episodes that are totally just mystery and reveals, and then there's other episodes that are big sort of on-screen battles too.
Something that just occurred to me, whenever we see news stories in the media about the government is going to release all this information about aliens and stuff, how much of that informs your creative process? Or do you look at it and go, we already got that covered?
No, I think I'm in some ways, I'm more informed by people's reaction to it than by the information itself. So the fact that it feels as though the world is now just sort of accepted that the government is concealing alien information makes me, it really inspired this season. There's a whole conspiracy type cult of characters, and that really came out of what I see on the internet and primarily on social media of people talking about whether aliens have been hidden and concealed and what the government's hiding from us. So that kind of conspiracy fervor, conspiracy theory fervor that's everywhere has found its way into the show.
What does Simon, the person away from the show, think about that? Do you think they're walking amongst us? Are people ship shaping and just in our workplace with us?
I don't think so. I think that there are aliens out in the universe somewhere. I think that they maybe have passed by and through our atmosphere. I think if they were among us, and maybe they are, but I think if they were among us, maybe we would feel their presence a little bit more, but maybe not. It seems to me like it's a very, very, very large universe with a lot of galaxies, and it's unlikely to me that we're the only planet with life on it. So I think they're out there somewhere, and maybe they've passed through. And I do think there's some cover up. Whether what the government's covering up is real or not, I think they think it's real, or it's at least scary enough that they're keeping it from us. So there's enough of it that I believe. I just don't know that I think there's shapeshifters, and as much as some people act like they're from another planet, that's for sure true, and increasingly true. I don't know.
Well, if they're watching Hey Friends or Zork, whatever you said. Lastly, before we wrap up, without giving too much away, are there new narrative threads or character arcs in season 3 that you are particularly excited for fans to experience?
Yeah, tons. But I would say probably the first one that comes to mind is Eric Alexander is a new character, a new actor on the show, and she's the leader of that group that I just mentioned. She's the leader of a cult that believes that the aliens being here is actually a good thing. And so what she and her group do and what we learn about her and her backstory, I think is very unique to our series, and that there's never been anything like it or anyone like her on the show. And so I'm excited about that.
Absolutely. Well, I am very excited for everyone to see and see the reaction. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful season 3.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Take care.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerves. Better shake your booties for black girl nerves.